The snow falls heavy over the town of Dachau, southern Germany. It is December 1944. The sky is the color of ash. The air smells of smoke and something worse. Something chemical. Something that makes the throat burn. The war is ending. Everyone knows it, but nobody speaks of it. The factories still run. The trains still arrive. The chimneys still burn. The town pretends not to notice. The houses are clean. The streets are swept. The children go to school. They salute. They sing. They do what they are told. Among them is a boy named Otto Becker. He is 14 years old. He has blonde hair and gray eyes. He is thin. Everyone is thin now. Food is scarce. Rations grow smaller every week. His father is dead, killed at Kursk in 1943. His mother works at a textile factory. She leaves before dawn. She returns after dark. She does not speak much anymore. His sister Hannah is 12. She cooks the meager meals. She mends the clothes. Otto goes to school, then to work. He tries not to think about the camp. The camp is 2 kilometers from his house. He can see the smoke from his window. Black smoke, constant, rising into the gray sky. He knows what it is. Everyone knows. But nobody speaks of it. Otto works at a bakery after school. It is owned by Herr Krause, an old man with one arm. He lost the other in the First War. He does not support the party. He does not wear the pin, but he keeps his mouth shut. He bakes bread. He pays Otto in scraps, burnt crusts, stale loaves, broken pieces. Otto takes them home. It is survival. On a Tuesday in December, Otto is sweeping the floor when he sees them. A column of prisoners, marching down the street. They are skeletal. Their uniforms are striped gray and blue. Their heads are shaved. Their feet are wrapped in rags. They shuffle like ghosts. There are guards, Sess, young, arrogant. They carry rifles. They shout. They strike prisoners who fall behind. Otto watches from the window. Among the prisoners is a boy, maybe 16. It is hard to tell. Starvation ages you. The boy has dark hair, dark eyes. His face is gaunt. He is limping. His left foot is bleeding. The rag is soaked through. He stumbles. He catches himself. He keeps moving. Otto watches him. Their eyes meet for 1 second. The boy does not look away. Neither does Otto. Then the column moves on. Otto stands there. His heart is pounding. Herr Krause comes from the back. He sees Otto at the window. He says nothing. He just puts his hand on Otto's shoulder. Then he goes back to the ovens. That night, Otto cannot sleep. He lies in bed. He stares at the ceiling. He thinks about the boy, about his eyes, about the blood on his foot. He thinks about his father, about the letters he sent from the front, letters about duty, about honor, letters that stopped coming in July 1943. He thinks about the whispers, the things people say when they think children are not listening, about trains, about chambers, about smoke. He does not want to believe them, but he does. The next day, Otto goes to the bakery. He works. At noon, he hears them again. The prisoners. He goes to the window. They are there. Same route. Same guards. Same shuffling. He looks for the boy. He sees him. Still limping. Still bleeding. Still alive. Otto does not think. He grabs a piece of bread from the counter. A small loaf, burnt on one side. He puts it in his coat. He walks to the door. Herr Krause sees him. He says nothing. He just nods. Otto steps outside. The cold hits him. The snow is falling. The column is passing. Otto walks to the edge of the street. He waits. The boy is near the back. Otto steps forward. The guards are ahead. They are not looking. Otto pulls the bread from his coat. He holds it out. The boy sees it. His eyes widen. He reaches out. His hand is skeletal. His fingers close around the bread. Otto lets go. The boy hides it under his shirt. Their eyes meet again. The boy's lips move. Otto cannot hear the words, but he knows. Thank you. Then the column moves on. This becomes routine. Every Tuesday and Thursday. The column passes. Otto gives the boy bread. Sometimes a whole loaf. Sometimes just a piece. Whatever he can take without being noticed. The guards never see. The boy never speaks. He just takes the bread. He hides it. He keeps moving. But his eyes say everything. Gratitude, hope, desperation. Otto does not know the boy's name. He does not know where he is from. He just knows he is hungry. And Otto has bread. In January, the column stops coming. Otto waits by the window. He watches. Nothing. 1 day. 2 days. A week. No prisoners. No guards. No boy. Otto asks Herr Krause if he knows anything. Herr Krause shakes his head. Maybe they moved them. Maybe they killed them. Maybe the war is ending and they are covering their tracks. Otto does not sleep that night. He thinks about the boy, about the bread, about the eyes that said thank you. He wonders if the boy is alive. He wonders if any of it mattered. In February, the bombings start. British, American. The factories are hit. The train station is destroyed. The town burns. Otto's school closes. He works full-time at the bakery. There is less flour now. Less everything. But Herr Krause keeps baking. People need bread. War or no war. In March, the guards start fleeing. The SS, the party officials. They pack their cars. They burn documents. They disappear in the night. Otto's mother says the Americans are coming. She says the war is over. She says they lost. Hannah asks what will happen now. Their mother does not answer. In April, the Americans arrive. Tanks, trucks, soldiers. They are loud, confident, well-fed. They move through the town like a wave. They ask questions. Where is the camp? Who ran it? Who knew? Otto's mother tells him to stay inside, to stay quiet. But Otto cannot stay quiet. He walks to the square where the Americans have set up. He finds an officer. He tells him about the camp. The officer listens. His face hardens. He asks Otto to show him. They drive to the camp. The gates are open. The guards are gone. The prisoners are still there. Thousands of them. Living skeletons. The Americans stare in horror. They vomit. They weep. They call for doctors. For trucks. For help. Otto walks through the camp. He is looking for the boy. He walks past the barracks. Past the bodies. Past the ovens. The smell is unbearable. Death and chemicals and smoke. He sees faces, hollow, broken, but he does not see the boy. On the 3rd day, the Americans begin evacuating survivors. They load them onto trucks. Otto watches them go. He stands by the gate. He looks at every face. And then he sees him, the boy. He is being helped onto a truck by 2 soldiers. He is alive, barely, but alive. Otto runs to him. He grabs the boy's hand. The boy looks at him. There is no recognition at first. His eyes are empty. Otto says it is me, the one with the bread. The boy stares. Then something changes. A flicker. A memory. He says your name. What is your name? Otto says Otto. Otto Becker. The boy nods. He says I am Jakob. Jakob Weiss. Thank you, Otto. You saved my life. Otto shakes his head. I just gave you bread. Jakob says that is what saved me. The bread. The hope. Knowing someone saw me. The soldiers tell Otto to step back. The truck is leaving. Otto lets go of Jakob's hand. He says, where will you go? Jakob says, I do not know. I have no family. No home. Otto says, I will find you. After the war. I will find you. Jakob smiles. It is a broken smile. He says, I hope you do. Then the truck drives away. Otto watches it go. And Otto makes a promise. He will find him. The years pass. The war ends. Germany is divided, occupied, rebuilt. Otto finishes school. He becomes a teacher. He teaches history. He teaches about the war, about the camps. He tells his students about a boy in a striped uniform, about bread, about the choice he made. He tells them it was not enough. It should have been more, but it was something. He marries. He has 2 daughters. He names one Hannah. He lives a quiet life, but he never forgets Jakob. He searches. He writes letters to displaced persons organizations, to Jewish agencies, to survivor groups. He asks about Jakob Weiss from Dachau. Dark hair, dark eyes, 16 years old in 1945. He gets responses. Dozens, hundreds, but none are Jakob. Some are dead. Some are missing. Some changed their names. Some went to Israel. Some to America. The trail is cold. The years pass. Otto's children grow. They ask about Jakob. Otto tells them the story. They say he is probably dead. Most of them died. Even after liberation. Otto knows this. But he does not stop looking. In 1985. Otto is 65. He is retired. His wife Helga is alive. His daughters visit on weekends. He has grandchildren. He gardens. He reads. He tries to be happy. And he is, mostly, but there is always a shadow. Jakob, the boy he gave bread to. One afternoon in November, the phone rings. Helga answers. She listens. Her face changes. She hands the phone to Otto. She says it is for you. Someone from Israel. Otto takes the phone. His hand is shaking. A voice speaks in German, accented but clear. It says, is this Otto Becker? From Dachau. Otto says yes. The voice says, my name is Jakob Weiss. Do you remember me? Otto's legs give out. He sits. He cannot speak. The voice says, I should have found you sooner. But I did not know how. I changed my name. I went to Palestine in 1946. I fought in the war. I built a life. I tried to forget, but I never forgot you. Never forgot the bread. Never forgot your face. Otto finds his voice. He says, Jakob, you are alive. Jakob says, yes, I am alive, because of you. Otto shakes his head. Jakob says, I survived because you gave me hope. The bread was not just food. It was proof. Proof that not everyone was a monster. Proof that humanity still existed. Even there. Even then. Otto is crying. 40 years of searching. 40 years of wondering. And now, Jakob says, I'm coming to Germany next month for a conference. Would you like to meet? Otto says yes. Please. Jakob says, I will see you soon, Otto. Thank you. For everything. The meeting is in Munich in December. 41 years after Otto, gave Jacob the first piece of bread. Otto takes the train. Helga comes. His daughters come too. They arrive at the hotel. There is a conference room full of people. Survivors. Families. Otto walks in. He is nervous. His hands shake. He looks around. And then he sees him, Jacob, standing by the window. He is 76 now. His hair is white. His face is lined. But his eyes are the same, dark, deep, full of memory. Jacob sees Otto. He walks toward him. They meet in the center of the room. They stand looking at each other. Two old men. One who gave bread, one who received it. Jacob speaks first. He says, Otto, I would have known you anywhere. Otto says, Jacob, I have been looking for you for 40 years. Jacob says, I know. The agencies told me. They said a teacher from Dachau was searching for a Jacob Weiss. I did not believe it at first. But then I saw your name, and I knew. They embrace. Two old men crying in a conference room, surrounded by strangers who understand. They sit, they talk for hours. Jacob tells Otto about his life, about Palestine, about the war in 1948, about his wife Sarah. She died in 1980, about his children. 3 of them, David, Miriam, and Otto. He named his youngest son after Otto. Otto weeps when he hears this. Jacob tells him about the bread, how he shared it with others in the barracks, how it kept them alive, not just him, but 5 others, how those 5 survived, how they have families now, children, grandchildren, how there are dozens of people alive because Otto gave him bread. Otto tells Jacob about his life, about teaching, about his family, about the guilt, the weight of living in Dachau, of knowing what happened, of not doing more. Jacob listens. He says you were a child. You did what you could. Otto says I should have done more. Jacob says you did more than most. You risked your life every day for a stranger, for a prisoner, for a Jew. In Nazi Germany, that is heroism. Otto says, I do not feel like a hero. Jacob says heroes never do. They sit in silence. The room has emptied, but they remain. 2 old men connected by bread, by war, by memory. Jacob reaches into his coat. He pulls out a photograph. It is old, faded. It shows a young man, thin but smiling, standing in front of a house in Israel. Jacob says, this is me in 1950. 5 years after you saved me. I wanted you to see, to know that I lived, that I had a life, that it mattered. Otto takes the photograph. He stares at it. The young man is alive, vibrant, full of hope. Not the skeleton from the camp, not the ghost, alive. Otto says thank you for showing me this, for finding me, for surviving. Jacob says thank you for the bread, for the hope, for seeing me. They stand. They embrace again. Jacob says I must go. My flight is early, but I will write. I will call. You are my friend Otto, my brother. Otto nods. He cannot speak. Jacob leaves. Otto watches him go. An old man. A survivor. A miracle. Otto dies in 1992. He is 72. Peaceful in his sleep. Jacob comes to the funeral. He flies from Israel. He stands beside the grave. He speaks. He tells the mourners about the bread, about the boy who risked everything, about the man who never stopped searching. He says Otto was a hero, not because he fought, not because he won medals, but because he chose kindness in the darkest place. He chose to see a prisoner as a person, and that choice echoed through decades, through generations, through lives that would not exist without it. Jacob places a stone on Otto's grave, a Jewish tradition, a sign of respect, of memory. He says, goodbye, my friend. Thank you for everything. The story does not end. Jacob lives another 8 years. He dies in 2000. He is 91. His children bury him in Jerusalem beside his wife. On his gravestone, they write Jacob Weiss, survivor, father, friend, saved by bread, saved by kindness, saved by Otto. The story is passed down through families, through schools, through museums. In 2010, a museum in Dachau opens an exhibit about the prisoners, about the workers, about the people who helped. There is a section about Otto and Jacob. There are photographs, letters. The picture Jacob gave, Otto from 1950. There is a piece of bread preserved under glass, not the same bread, but it represents it. The label reads, in December 1944, a 14-year-old boy gave bread to a prisoner. That prisoner survived. He went on to have 3 children, 7 grandchildren, 12 great-grandchildren, all because of bread, all because of kindness, all because one boy chose to see. People come to the exhibit. They read the story. They look at the bread. They think about the choices they make, about the power of small acts, about the courage it takes to be kind. And they remember, because some stories are too important to forget. Some acts of courage echo forever. And in a glass case in Dachau, there is bread, and it represents everything.